Okay, so we are going to just do the mission. I'm just going to ride over there on camera real quick. But welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild. If you guys are enjoying this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We are going to go see the reserve guys to go check out this uranium mine where his friend has been riding around on his ATV and stuff. We're going to go see what he's doing. He wasn't on his friend over in the mine because
Okay, first things first. Let's make sure that the mine itself is still secure. A trail camera? I've used these for work and for hunting before. This one shouldn't be here, though. We don't want hunters so close to the mine. Grab the camera. Another trail camera. Bobby Joe doesn't have a permit to hunt here. Is he poaching? This looks intact, at least. That's gotta be a good sign. Hopefully that's the last one. Pick him up and I'll put him in our lost and found when I can take him from you. I don't really understand what's going on with the cameras, but at least the entrance is secure. Let's go find his camp, shall we? It was actually Remy that called this one in. He doesn't know who Bobby Joe is, but I knew who it was as soon as Remy described him.
Check out his camp. If I don't kill myself on the process. That was kind of fun.
That looks like his camp. Any sign of him? Rifle cartridges. That's not good news. Binoculars. Maybe he was hunting. Some snacks? Not enough to last a long trip, though. I'm seeing a pretty worrying pattern here. Take a look in the tent. A journal. Maybe this'll show us why he's out here.
Checking it most of the way towards the mines. It's black and with tinted black windows. If I had to guess, the government are seeking agents to resource the mines. You guys got out. Okay, followed the truck to Silver Ridge Peaks, but I'm low on fuel and have to get back to camp. Is Alan Brantley aware of this? Is he in on this? I'm going to need allies if we're bringing this conscription to light, conspiracy to light. But first I need fuel and some breakfast. If the government have kept the uranium mine going in secret, what else could they be hiding down there? I'm not leaving Silver Ridge until I find out.
That's our
If I
sign.
can speak English.
Pick it up, would you? Secret uranium mining. Government conspiracy? I'll be honest. I never credited Bobby Joe with this much imagination in high school. Replant the sign, and we're done here for now. You know what makes this extra weird? He actually has done some detective work. Enough to convince himself to camp here. the signs back up? Great. This mine has never been a problem before. Let's not take any chances. Me and my dad have been dealing with Bobby Joe for years, but this is new. I know he's a nuisance, but I always felt sorry for him. He had a pretty tough upbringing. I don't want to call the police, but I have to. He's armed and known for making poor choices.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over here to
It
do
would
some
appear
hunting.
that it's not just the neighbors that are making questionable calls today. Sometimes folks from the city will drive out here to get away from work or their personal lives or whatever happens to be bothering them. The problem is that sometimes, quite often actually, people wander into the wilderness without a clue of how to survive if things go wrong. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. And based on a couple of phone calls I've had from the hospital today, I think that someone has made a mess and could use some help. I was going to check in on them myself, but I need to coordinate with the police on this Bobby Joe thing, and you're already really close by. Can you head over to the campgrounds nearby and check in on them? The phone calls were sporadic at best. As far as I can tell, this professional yoga and meditation expert has led a group of accountants from Denver into the wilderness on some sort of spiritual retreat. She took their cell phones away from them and had them eating wild flowers and berries. Some of them got sick and have gone directly to the hospital. I know that we're not the reason why this happened, but it could look very bad for us if anyone gets seriously hurt. I'd appreciate if you'd hustle and check it out.
Yeah. I might take a look after I do a little bit of hunting. Real quick, where even is it? It's over here. Yeah, I could use my time to drive over there. So I might go check that out in this episode. I might not. I don't know what my plan is for this episode fully yet. But I am going to go try and get myself another Plains Bison. Because hopefully we're getting close to a level 5. And as soon as I get a level 5, I think I'm going to go to Tijuana and start there. Okay, so we are now back and we're going to be picking up where we left off because I'm going to do a little bit of this new map, and this is Tijuana. She'll say it here in a second when she gives us the intro. I'm gonna mute for a second.
Kia ora. Nau mai haere mai ki Aotearoa. Welcome to New Zealand and to Te Awaroa National Park. This little slice of paradise is teeming with creatures big and small, and more adventures than you'll find on any movie screen or storybook. Now I've lived out here in the Wop Wops all my life, and never wanted for anything else. In fact, it's practically in my blood. This place and my family go way back. Things have been a little tricky lately, though. It's fast becoming somewhere I don't recognize anymore, and I don't like it. That's why I dragged you out here, Hoa. With your help, we're going to wean ourselves off outside money and make Te Awaroa a model for sustainability the entire South Island can get behind. Right, let's get moving. Glad to see you've arrived in one piece. Josh is my nephew. He just got his license, and I swear that kid spends more time with his hands on the radio dials than on the steering wheel. I hope he didn't talk your ear off. I've had to rely on him a lot lately since my legs started acting up again. I was planning to head out and meet you today, but here I am at home, propped up on 5 kinds of pillows. Doctor's orders. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat from me. Head over to the outpost marked on your hunter mate and let's get you started.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over this one first because this one's a little bit closer.
I hope you had a chance to spend some quality time on your own before I rang you up. Your mate, Alejandra, said the two of you were here on holiday? She had nothing but praise for you, by the way. Said you almost single-handedly turned things around for her in Cuatro Colinas. Well, naturally I have pretty high expectations, but let's take our time getting to know each other first. I'll admit that it wasn't just her recounting your heroic antics that made me pick up the phone. She said you were, and I quote, stoic, practical, and probably born out in the bush somewhere. Just what I was looking for, in other words.
Okay, so now that she's done talking, I don't know if this is going to be the start of a new episode. I'm probably just going to put this all into one episode and get this map started on this episode. But I will be swapping in between this map and Silver Ridge until I get Diamond Plains Bison. And I might focus this one a little bit more for a little while. And then I'll probably try the new map out. I'm not gonna lie, once that new map comes out, I'm probably gonna get it. But let me run over to here real quick. Let me grab a 4x4. So I'll see you guys here with this look at well, it's pretty good. I'm sorry. Okay. So.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh?
Alright, so let's run up this spiral staircase. Okay, so now I am going to probably go over to this one as well. I might actually meet you guys over there. And that might be the start of a new episode. So I will probably see you guys in the next episode.